Alright, hey, this is Murray Campbell for assignment 8. Let's talk about fog first. I got it running here with terrain, lighting, all of that. Different values, stuff like that. So fog works for me. I tried to I want fog available in all of the shaders, so I put some stuff in the shader base class, because I don't know if we want fog in all the shaders, then that's the best place to put it. So it kind of stores its own internal fog parameters, and then it's up to the user to either send them up or just not define them. And if they're not defined, they're automatically set to 0, and I kind of have that set up in here. My fog, if it is 0, if my fog range is 0, then it recognizes that and it doesn't calculate any fog. So I can turn off fog that way, just by leaving the thing blank and not actually applying it. I can just show you how it's used here. It's pretty simple. You just set the fog parameters in the shader at the beginning when you want. Yeah, so that's how that works. And then with the mirror, I'll just show you. Mine isn't working actually like how it should be. I just actually ran out of time to work on this. But you can kind of see I've done a lot of the work for it already. So I have made a mirror class, and the mirror class kind of stores these states. It stores the reflection matrix. I also have it store the shader, because you're not going to be using different shaders with this. It just needs the basic shader because it's just going to be reflecting. Then I do a bunch of this setup, stencil stuff that we talked about in class, in the constructor. So that kind of happens just right away up here. Then after that, the user sets the world of the mirror through a set world function. I could extract that out, obviously, the world matrix, but I just left it in because I liked it. And then it's kind of, the way that this works now is that I have a pre and post render function for the mirror, and this isn't the best way of doing this, obviously, but yeah, you call pre-render and it does a bunch of the steps. It's just step 2 and 3. So you render what you need, and then you do steps 2 and 3 by calling pre-render, and then you do the step 4 kind of thing where you're rendering the reflected objects. And then after that, you close this depth stencil, reset the windings, and then you call post render, and that kind of does step 4 and 5, closes things up, or does step 4, and then you do whatever's behind it. So that's kind of how that works, and kind of how I set it up here. The calculation of the reflection matrix I put in the set world function, because that actually works really well here, because if the world changes, then we're going to have to recalculate the reflection matrix, and yeah, so that makes the most sense. And you can get the reflection matrix here, and you can see I'm using that over here. So that all works, I'm pretty sure. At least I hope. It does render the reflected objects. I think my issue right now, I don't know. Right now, the mirror isn't even rendering, and I'm not getting any of the actual objects that I'm rendering. I just get those reflected objects in the back still appearing, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anyways, yeah, that's it.